Hello and welcome back to King's Crossing. I'm back with my first group, now featuring Pickles, Shifty, and Fred, all three returning players coming back to the game. We're going to get in and learn a little bit about them and kind of the situation that they're in and what's going on. But basically, this is a TTRPG, a tabletop role-playing game set in the Zweihander rulebook, but in a custom homebrewed campaign by myself. So yay, go Wrath. We're back. It's been a while, but I'm glad to be back. And with that, we have some new announcements that we need to go over, some stuff, just housekeeping that we need to talk about. First of all, King's Crossing, it is back. It is here. You're going to be able to catch it every Sunday, hopefully starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Beyond that, you can find these over on YouTube. You might be watching this on YouTube. Hi, thanks for watching. You can catch these on YouTube. It's the same name, The Official Wrath. Also, you can follow me on social media, TikToks. I make stupid TikToks, Shifty comments. You can catch him on there too.
I also make TikToks.
Yes, you can catch him on there. Mine is The Official Wrath. His is Shifty Games, right?
Games. I think it's games. Pretty sure.
No, it is games. I just say Shifty Games for literally no reason. Instagram, on my Instagram, The Official Wrath. It's mainly fitness stuff, but you can catch me on there. Twitch, if you're watching this on YouTube, then you may not know, I stream on Twitch. You can find the link in the down there, The Official Wrath. And then on Spotify, I have a series going on Spotify of a podcast called Drinks and Discussions. It's a podcast hosted on Monday nights where a bunch of homies get together and have a drink and talk about RPGs. There's a different topic each week because Shifty got mad at me for not having any order. And we wrap up the session with a little mini series, a little one-shot D&D type game, so you can catch all that. We do have current ongoing Let's Plays. Baldur's Gate 3 is ongoing currently. We're streaming it as well, so you'll be able to catch that. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit more. Stardew Valley is another Let's Play that I am streaming and uploading to YouTube, so you guys can catch those. I did do a new game showcase that airs tomorrow on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's already aired. Go find it.
Missed it.
It's coming out. It was fun. It was a good game.
Let's go.
And last to that, we wanna do a quick shout out to our sponsors. So, Mr. Pickles, would you want to take it away for this week's sponsor?
Yeah, I guess I'm the sponsor here. I run a podcast show.
Mr. Pickles.
I run a podcast show with my friend Brad, where we talk about movies and we talk about them in very passionate ways. We take them personally, and that's why our show is called And I Took That Personally. It's on Apple and Spotify podcasts. And yeah, I cut out my stumbles when I edit our podcast, so I sound charismatic there. Yeah, talk about weird movies.
There you go. You guys have 7 episodes up now? 6 or 7?
6.
6? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, just listen to the 6th one.
I haven't listened to the 6th one yet because I haven't been at work this week.
It's the worst one yet, in my opinion. And by that I mean, like, not... The podcast is great, but the worst movie. Yeah, the worst movie.
The longest episode by far.
It is
by at least like by 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So there's more content if you want to hear us dunk on Nazis.
Dunk on Nazis. All right, let's bring it in, guys.
It is the next thing I'll be listening to on my podcast listening sprees.
Nice.
Back in Alderaan, we return to the Freelands. You guys remember, we're coming in on this continent and into this corner of the continent, this northwest corner of the continent, very similar to Strange Town Golden Ridge, another current ongoing tabletop RPG that we run. The northwest section of this continent called the Freelands, an unowned but very much occupied space. Zooming into a small hamlet, a settlement called Arwen's Rest, built in the ruins of ancient civilizations that must have lived in this area, but have long since passed. In Arwen's Rest, we find our survivors. I would call them heroes, but at this point they are survivors, and only just. Only just because I completely fucked up the first adventure and messed up both their combats miserably. However, since then, I have run another group through, and I did great with theirs. So, they did wonderful. So we're gonna really hope that we can reconcile this and bring it back and make them out to be the heroes they really are. Real quick, I noticed before we dive in, Torvekik is not. There you go. He's back. Okay, so previously on King's Crossing, let's break it down by players. So we have we have a guy named we have a guy named Grunkle. Now Grunkle came into town. Actually, how about the Pickles? Tell us about your character.
Yeah, I am Mr. Pickles, and I'm the guy who runs the podcast, and I play Grunkle the Ogre. And he's different from ogres because generally ogres in mythology are man-eaters. They're monsters, and they destroy things. But Grunkle is a hero, an adventurer who wants to do good things. He wants to use his bulk and height to be able to get kittens out of trees for folk in town. He wants to do things where he stops bandits from butchering an innocent man who's running away. He wants to just be a paragon of good, which is weird because of his history in the ogre armies as a berserker warrior. So he's got the powers of somebody who can tear things apart, but he wants to do good. And he can eat anything.
And he met another character who had just come to town. Grunkle had been here about a day, and the following day, this character arrived. Fred, tell us who you are.
My character's name is Torvekik. He is a dwarf from the served in the deeps of the dwarven strongholds. He's generally running around trying to find the best ale, mead, and or beer that he can find, taste it, and maybe possibly get some recipes to take back home so he can start his own brewery. He is here, and he has a Russian accent, which I will eventually get into when I get into it. It'll happen eventually.
Really made a mistake with that one, didn't you?
Well, no, I'm generally very good with the Russian accent. Just lately, I've been trying to do a Middle Eastern one for the Arma stuff, and they've kind of blended together, and it's not good.
So these two characters, they met at a place called Hobb's Lodge. It's an old ancient carriage wagon that has been converted into a tavern. And somehow, what on the outside looks like a building made out of a carriage wagon, not that big, not that impressive. You step inside and somehow it is I wouldn't say very well furnished, but it is very homey. Like you step inside, there's a fireplace, warmth from the hearth, and a bar, plenty of tables and chairs. There's even a downstairs leading down under the ground where our players found rest. They found cots and kind of a common sleeping room. However, the next day they headed out. They received a mission from a hunt captain named Kyler, who wore what type of hat, Mr. Pickles?
I'm loading my notes. Beaver hat.
Yeah, he wore a beaver hat, and this guy was basically like, "Hey, the town's in some trouble, and I don't want to worry the townsfolk, but you guys seem capable. Would you mind helping me out with something?" Torvekik was like, "Fuck no." Grunkle was like, "We're doing it." And Torvekik was like, "We're okay. We're doing it." So they headed east. They headed
Wait,
east.
wait. That was the second part of the quest. The first part was clean up the sidewalks.
Well, yeah, that's true. I don't have an hour.
And then Torvekik got really into that. And we got paid.
Diggy hole.
And then he was like, "Okay, you can clean a sidewalk.
Well,
Can you do an epic quest?"
Basically, they were like, "Okay, you're
The
willing
answer
to
to
help
that
the town."
question was no.
Apparently not.
It was yes.
So
No,
the
it
party,
was yes.
The party set out
sorry.
east. Yeah, shut up. The party set out east, headed towards the mountain. Their goal was to check the traps and gather any meats and food stuffs because the town is starving. The town's provisions were dwindling. But again, Hunt Captain Kyler didn't want to alert the town. So he had a bunch of traps and stuff set up to hopefully collect up some food. The party needed to check those. The town is starving and the food provisions are dwindling because there are a lot of hostile creatures coming into the swamps in the area. And that was the second part of their quest. Was Hunt Captain Kyler was like, "Hey, if you guys can find out anything about why we're getting a bunch more hostile creatures approaching the town, that'd be great. We need to put a stop to it because we're struggling."
I don't think we actually answered that question.
Well, you might have. So the party
think
set
we
out. They headed east. They found the mud pits. They didn't stick to the trail, and they ended up in the mud pits. This didn't go well for them, but they survived. And they learned
Understatement.
from it, because after that they found another guy stuck in a mud pit. Alexios Crow, a bard from the Southern Kingdoms. He was traveling north, just kind of touring and trying to earn some money, trying to make a name for himself, and ended up stuck in the mud pits. However, our characters had learned something from their time in the mud pits and were easily able to rescue him and pull him out of the mud pits with some teamwork and quick action.
Why was there a question mark in teamwork?
Well, because they
This is
both had different.
Grunkle.
They both had completely different plans of attack, and they both,
Oh yeah, it was.
they didn't
dude,
work. They
it was
wouldn't
like
work together.
it worked out in the end, but it was weird.
Yeah. So they got Alexios Crow. He joined their party basically in an effort of like, hey, keep me alive, thanks. And so they continued eastward. Instead of taking Alexios to town, they were like, hey, you can come with us, but we're headed this way. And he was like, anything's better than the mud pit. So we went with them. They checked some traps, gathered up some game. However, they approached a crossroads, and out of that crossroads came tumbling. Tell us about your character, Mr. Shifty.
Oh, Wilfur Bellalore, who was imprisoned originally, escaped imprisonment from bandits with a young gray creature.
Yes.
It's shortly joining their troop of merry people.
Yes. The totally normal human man, Wilfur Bellalore, who hasn't said why he was captured, why he escaped, or how he knows his new best friend, the young gray creature, who was
Ran
attacked
away.
by Grunkle. But Wilfur stumbled into their path, and was chased by the Freemen. Just normal citizens of the Freelands. The Freemen were his captors. And he was chased,
Not bandits.
and without question, Grunkle and Torvekik cut them down.
I helped.
And Wilfur, I hope. And Wilfur joined the party, and they continued eastward. Why did Wilfur want to go eastward? Probably anything similar to Alexios. He was like, "This is better than death. I'm all right with it."
It's better than being in a cage.
Yeah. So they headed eastward, and they got to their goal. It was to find the ashen trees at the base of the mountain. They got to the ashen trees, and they set up camp, planning to return the next day. Return back to Arwen's Rest the next day. However, during the night, the hostile creatures that were aforementioned attacked. With Torvekik on watch, the Children of the Forest, the Twig Blights, came out to play. Now they'd encountered residue or remnants of the Twig Blights. Kind of their activities had found the twigs, a lot of branches gathering in areas and stuff, and here they came. Hordes of them came and attacked the party. However, as the party was attempting to defend themselves and hold them off with explosions and slashes and stabs, a mysterious entity intervened. A third party attacked. And amidst the chaos, our party went to retreat. They were given an opportunity when a distraction jumped out of the bushes and led the remaining Twig Blights that were in the way off into the woods. And by that I mean the young child Mateo, who looked up to our heroes and considered them heroes, came out to help. He helped in his friends, and he was immediately cut down and dragged off by the Twig Blights.
And what did we do then? We didn't retreat.
Grunkle led a heroic attempt,
Thank you.
completely injured and dragging Wilfur. Grunkle, Torvekik, and Wilfur led a pursuit, a heroic pursuit. However, a storm broke out. A violent storm. Rain, thunder, lightning, the whole thing. And they lost the trail and ended up sleeping in the middle of the swamp during the night. I believe it was again Torvekik who was on watch, who sighted a different kind of figure, a different kind of blight moving through the swamp. This wasn't a twig blight. This was something different, bigger. And with that, Wilfer passed out from his injuries. Grunkle hoisted him, stowing him in the barrel, and they traveled back to Arwen's Rest. Along the way, they encountered a creature of the swamp, something massive, something that moved in complete silence. And they ran for their lives. And they made it back to Arwen's Rest just in the nick of time, stumbling into town, where they were greeted by some of the villagers they'd met before, including Hunt Captain Kyler, Jonathan, Addisilon, Liliana. And they were led into Hobb's Lodge. Where they go from here, what they do next, find out right here on King's Crossing. You guys are back at Hobb's Lodge now. You guys head in. You notice as you guys are stumbling in through the door, walking into Hobb's Lodge. Again, the double doors open up inside. The fire is lit. You can see Liliana's moving in. She's starting to prepare like some food. You can see she's stirring up some broth in the cauldron. The warmth hits you. This place is always kept really warm. It's kept, cozy. It's one of those vibes where you could go in and it's a heavy heat where you could just take a nap at any point in time. You guys stumble in. The smell of the food hits you first. And as you guys are kind of getting your bearings, Kyler and Jonathan are moving down below. They're pulling up 2 cots, and they're pulling them up the ladder and setting them up near the fire. You can see that the cot is already laid out over there. You can see near the cot, there's a table. There's a young girl drawing at the table. On the cot, Griff is moving, and it's at this point you notice that Griff is injured. Griff is hurt. And he's moving and laying down on the cot. He's resuming his position. Seems like he had gotten up, come out to greet you guys at the gate, but he resumes his place back on the cot. And from the fire, you see a figure stand up to its full height, basically as tall as Grunkle. Very similar in size to Grunkle, however, completely covered in hair. What looks to be a full-size bear stands up at the fireplace. It turns, looks to you, the party, standing near the door, and looks back to Griff, and begins bending over and laying these like bandages across his head and arms and stuff like that. Once Jonathan is sit down the cot, they help escort as best they can Grunkle and Wilfer over and allow you guys to take places on the cots. Seeing that Torvekik is carrying himself seems perfectly fine. They didn't bring you a cot, but plenty of places to sit and get comfy. At that, Liliana will bring over a bowl of fresh hot chowder for the 3 of you. Setting down bowls, going back, grabbing more, and she'll bring over a mug of ale for each of you. Is there anything you guys do, say, talk to? You've got Hunt Captain Kyler's in there, Jonathan's in there, the little girl's in there, who you can see Jonathan is sat down next to at this point and is like overseeing her and like talking in hushed tones.
Jonathan's the dude that I was talking to, right?
Jonathan, I believe you have spoken with Jonathan.
He was
don't
the
know
one
exactly
I told.
what he does, but he does work. Oh, yes, he's the one that you spoke to at the end of the last session. Yes.
So he's the one I told about Mateo.
Yes, and he was like, "That sounds like really heavy news. You're gonna have to figure out what to do with that."
I'm gonna eat my porridge and sit down next to the Hunt Captain.
Okay. Yeah, Kyler will. He's probably like they're at a table. Jonathan and the girl on one side, Hunt Captain Kyler's on the other. He'll kind of remove his beaver hat and set it down next to him, and he'll kind of turn and look at you as you sit down.
Can I reach that from where I'm lying?
Can you reach the beaver hat?
The beaver hat?
It's like just out of reach. You're like,
Oh man, I just wanted to have a look at it.
Hunt Captain Kyler will turn to you and he's like, "Seems like you made it out unscathed."
Barely. There was much things out there that was not good for our health. Yeah.
I look forward to hearing about it, but rest.
No, you
rest.
There
Well-
is something I must tell you before I go to bed tonight. Whether you want to do it now or do it later, that is up to you. He kind of glances at the little girl. It is not best for young ears.
I see. And it needs to be said tonight.
I would prefer to get it out rather than, sleeping on it and giving it more nightmares than retarded will.
I see. Well, I will be wanting to meet with all of you tomorrow for sure to talk about basically all of it and figure out what we need to do next. But if you have something to share, you may share it now. I'm going to be heading to bed for tonight, but now's as good a time as any.
He glances at the little girl again. I will walk with you. It is not good for the little ears to hear.
Understood. Grunkle, Wilfer, from your cots, I'm guessing you both took places on your cots?
I didn't have a choice. I got just plopped down.
That's true.
Yeah, I put you there, and I'm on my cot, and I'm waiting to talk to Mr. Bear, Dr. Bear.
Okay.
With my turn.
As you guys lay on your cots, you see that the hulking figure, the burly bear, turns and comes over to you. I wanna real quick. I say real quick. This one. In the journals, you guys should find a notable people A. You see that?
Journal, lore, resources, lore, notable people, A.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna be adding
Bjorn.
Bjorn?
Yes. I'm gonna be adding Bjorn to your
Man,
Gonna
Addisilon looks almost exactly like I thought she was going to.
Oh really?
I'm gonna quickly just tap down my sides and make sure I've still got Alexios's dagger.
I was
yes, you
thinking she was
absolutely-
blonde, I was thinking she was blonde instead of a redhead, but I'm not complaining.
You
Haven't
absolutely have
dropped his dagger
Alexios'
at any
dagger.
point?
Yes.
Alexios
sorry,
looks nothing like I thought he did.
I feel like there's a secret with Mateo that we weren't supposed to see.
Hmm?
No, what? Nothing?
No, that's supposed to be on there anyway. That's got changed. It's alright. That all
Okay,
got
good,
changed
good.
anyway.
Oh my gosh, Griff is big.
Oh yeah, Griff's
Man,
big guy.
Liliana has glowing hair. What the hell?
Bejo Earn. Oh, sorry, Bejo RN.
Oh, so it's a literal bear. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is a literal.
I thought you were being illiterate with his size, but no, it's a literal bear.
No, it's an
Okay.
actual
He's
bear.
literal bear.
Not a literate bear, a literal bear.
An illiterate bear.
That's a throwback to in the other group. There was a fucking hilarious moment where one of the players like wrote down a note and like passed it to the other guy, and the other guy looked at it and was like, yeah, I can't read. It was great.
I can't read,
The
idiot.
other guy was like, damn it. it was great. Anyways, okay, so you guys see this bear turn and come over to you, and he's gonna look to you, Grunkle, and he'll be like, and what seems to be your injuries?
Oh dear God, it talks.
Well, be polite, friend. So we got a case of his legs got blown off by the twig blights.
Well, I'm pretty
in
sure
the
they're
forest.
still there. I can still move one of them.
They're basically. You gotta give him special attention there. That amount of alcohol not going to be enough for him. He'll need another for sure. My problem is pretty simple. This thing sticking out of my arm.
Yes.
Well, it hurts.
Oh,
And
yeah, I help with that.
I'd still like another beer as well. Grunkle had done like his bowl of soup and his beer. Ideally, make me roll if I need to, as shots. Like bowl is just, and then beer is.
You have no roll for that. You're perfect. You ingest them and down them.
Hell yeah. So
The character will
more
look
beer
to
would
you
help.
and he'll be like, I am not familiar with your kind. Are you of this realm?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to
You.
You were looking at me. Okay, I just want to make sure because
Yes.
sometimes people like see these pale skins and think, "Oh, where'd that come from?" Yeah. Oh, yes. I am. I'm not fairy folk. Even though my boss always says I swing a sword like I have. Yeah, very hurtful language to me. But yes, Grunkle real. Your name, friend?
They call me Bjorn.
Oh, good to meet you, Bjorn. It's always good to meet new people.
Not always. This thing in your body. You have been attacked.
It was a spear. These people were trying to like kill this fella and eat him. I think, and it's not okay. Grunkle would not stand for that.
You don't stand for eating people.
Well, actually, Grunkle does stand because he swing weapon to defend people. Yes.
Torvek yells from
We'll keep
across
the eating
room.
people thing.
Stop
to
eating
ourselves.
children! That's a joke.
Grunkle have many friends
I
when
didn't
they
actually
make
say
jokes. Grunkle not actually say that either then.
And at that, roll a toughness.
Uh-oh.
As all of a sudden, as you're like joking and laughing, the spear gets ripped out of your shoulder.
It's just like.
Grunkle no longer laughing. Where the frick is there?
Our
it
first
is.
roll of the
No.
new session. Grunkle. Toughness, standard across the board, no modifiers.
Okay, but I am trained in this, so I do get a +10 on my normal
Okay.
brawn, so this should be out of 59.
Let's go. Alright, got a needed 59 or less, got a 23, that's a success. Grunkle, you bury, you kind of,
Oh, Grunkle not like.
you weren't really ready for it, but it was basically just like a quick, like, prick, like, boop, and you're just like, oh. That was
Whatever
it.
Torvik and I done must have helped.
Yes.
It
And
helped a
at that,
little.
he's going to grab like this mud. He's got this bowl
Oh, great.
full of some kind of poultice, some kind of like concoction.
Yeah, cow manure and herbs.
Yeah, he's gonna grab that and he's gonna start like rubbing it into your shoulder and just kind of plop it on there and he'll be like, massage that, if you will. And he's gonna turn to the other creature. Man
Creature.
thing. Your leg.
Oh, that must be me. Yes,
What did you do?
I got attacked by tiny tree people.
Hang on. You, I said massage. Rub
Well,
it.
Grunkle not like the smell, and Grunkle kind of want to go. Grunkle kind of want to go to
just
the
rub
bath and not wash out wound, but Grunkle.
He's gonna turn back. Continue, young one.
Yeah, we were attacked by shrub people, and they blasted me quite good in the leg.
I see. The blights are a nuisance. You have encountered them, and you survived. That is something worth hanging on to. Crack! You
I
feel him like.
survived. No, Jesus!
You feel him relocate your leg. Not relocate. What's the word? It was dislocated.
Dislocate.
That was- yeah, he located it. It's right there. But he resets it into position, and it moves like normal. It was just dislocated.
Oh, yeah, all right.
He goes, "That should be better." Stand up.
I'm like,
He kind of
Alright,
grabs you
stand
and
up.
lifts you up to your feet.
I have no choice in the matter.
Picks you
All
up.
right.
It's like when your mom has you try on
Oh,
new
you're right.
shoes. He's
It
like,
is
walk,
better. I appreciate it.
walk,
Well, I mean, standing is.
walk to there and back.
Okay, I'll walk over there and I walk back.
Good, you remember how to walk. Carry on.
Well, I wasn't gonna forget how to walk. I was just.
Speaking of walking,
So-
you guys see that at this point, the doors to Hobb's Lodge once again open and close as Torvekik and Hunt Captain Kyler, who has now reapplied his beaver hat, step outside.
God damn it! He didn't leave it.
So what is it that bears such importance?
You know, small child, Mateo.
Of course. Runs around here all the time.
He
He's been
followed us.
missing.
We did not know. He got
He
taken
followed
by
you.
small tree people.
Followed you. East.
Yes. Yes, into the woods. We did not know he was following us. We were busy trying to not die.
Griff thought he went north. That's how he got injured. He was out there looking for him.
He showed up while we were fighting small tree people and stabbed a couple and killed them, but the rest grabbed him and took off with him into the woods. Me and Grunkle tried to follow, but we were too wounded to, keep up with the trail.
So Mateo's still out there.
Probably. We don't know where, though.
Where was it that he was taken?
Just short of the white trees.
I see. And he truly is lost.
I'm sorry. We tried our best, but Grunkle was wounded, could barely swing a sword. The other guy had broken legs. The only one that was not wounded is me, and my legs are tiny. I cannot go fast.
Yes. Yeah. You do have tiny legs.
Thank you for reminding me to point it out. It's very good when people comment on it, especially when, I'm pointing it out myself. It makes me feel good.
So Mateo is lost. Would you mind sparing the news till tomorrow?
I don't know who to tell. That's why I told you.
Well, it's Griff's boy. I'm sure he'd probably want to know. He just risked his life in the north trying to find him.
Right, the big scary man is probably going to stab me in the morning. Got it.
Oh, on the plus side, he's injured, so...
That
might
makes a
stand chance.
difference.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it.
I didn't think so. I am not good with people. Hence the blunt statement to you. I am really sorry.
It's kind of the way it is around here. We've been losing a lot of children lately. Even Izzy was taken.
Who's
Um,
easy?
Isabella, Jonathan's girl. She just came back today.
Did they come back?
Not usually. She was found by some others who were out looking for Griff, actually. They came back with the big guy, Bjorn.
Yes.
So, I don't know how they found her or how they rescued her. I haven't heard yet, but...
Do you want us go looking for Mateo after we get patched up? I don't know how long it would take, but I'm willing to go.
Let's get sorted. We'll figure it out tomorrow. It's been a long day for everyone.
Very well.
He'll kind of turn and open the door, allowing you to walk through.
I walk back in and sit back down with the porridge.
Alright. You can see as Torvekik rejoins, at this point, Jonathan and the little girl, Isabella, have gone down the stairs and gone to sleep for the night. Hunt Captain Kyler also climbs downstairs. Is anyone else wanting to do anything? Or are you guys kind of calling a night, enjoying some food and drinks? I know Grunkle's he's on his 4th round.
Okay, well, you know my turn already then.
Yeah.
Grunkle's getting Crunkle.
Hold on. Hold on. Where's Alexios in all of this?
That's a good point.
That's a great point. Alexios is there. He's currently asleep in the corner, kind of sitting on a chair, cuddling his stuff. He's just
Hold on. Most of his stuff.
Yeah, most of his stuff.
I want to, like, once I finally wrap up, I want to like get close to my friend Alexius.
You're very much
he
still
really
bedridden.
Oh.
Only Wolfer was fully recovered.
I was somehow carrying.
Am I getting rid of
Like
these
he's
damage
not far from you. Yes, you'll be back to basically. I'm
If you put that
retconning
in
what
the
happened.
protocol,
You guys are
yeah.
going back to full health, but we're doing it story wise. Is basically what's
Okay,
happening.
I kind of wanted to snuggle him to give him
Alexios
emotional
isn't
comfort,
like on
but-
the other side of town. He's in the same room as you. He's just cuddled up in the corner. He seems like he took a seat with everyone and then just fell asleep.
He may
Yeah,
as well be
grab-
miles away from me.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
grab a blanket off of. I'm gonna grab a blanket off of Grunkle's bed, and I'm gonna put it onto Alexios.
Grunkle, your blanket
Well,
is stolen from you.
What the fuck?
It's fine.
As
Grunkle
Wilfer,
still want blanket.
Wilfer carries
Grunkle
the
wanted
blanket over.
Grunkle wanted a human as a blanket.
I can't pick up Alexios.
Oh, actually, good point. Yes, bring Alexius over here as blanket.
No, I've only just gotten to not being able to not walk.
Fine.
I don't really want to strain that too much, honestly.
Fine. I'll
I
just.
pat the dagger, pat the throwing knife that's just on one of my chest pockets, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna keep it.
You like think about it? Yeah, no.
Torvek is just gonna finish his porridge and go downstairs and not really talk to anybody on the way through. He's not in a good mood.
Okay. As you go downstairs, you notice everything seems normal and as it was left, except 2 beds are flipped upside down. Beyond that, everything else seems normal.
Sleepy time.
All right. Torvek goes to sleep. Wilfer.
Am I seeing the beds that are upside down? I've not been here before.
You're
No,
upstairs still.
You've
You're
never
not down-
seen any
Yeah.
of the beds. Basically, if you follow Torvek downstairs, it's a common room. It's just lined with cots. There's no light down here. It's very dark. Some people work night shifts. They come down here and sleep during the day. Some people. It's just kind of a common room that people go and grab a cot and sleep.
I can go back upstairs. Is Grunkle still awake?
Worth noting, maybe you said that this is a caravan that is sitting out here. Like somebody
I did
took
not notice that.
somebody took like a carriage and put it here, but it's built on something further. So we have the idea that we're sort of at a sunken city of sorts. That's why meta Grunkle is here to find lost treasures too, in a city sunken into the swamp. But it's like built onto the common room below. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is part of the old building, not part of the caravan. It's just a room they've cleared out, and it serves their function. Correct? Or it's a magic like infinity train situation.
Who knows when the
Magic
carriage was placed
infinity
here? Who
train.
knows when the building was? Maybe the carriage was placed here, and then they built the building. They dug it out and built the building after. Maybe the building was there, and then they put the carriage on top. You know.
But I remember you saying that it was a different like texture, like it was wooden caravan with mud, and then when we went down below, it was like stone, wasn't it?
There was stone inlay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a mix.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back up beside Grunkle and just crash. Being knocked
Alright.
out takes it out of people.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Please tell me about it.
Grunker, you're
fall
the
asleep.
last one still left awake up there. You can see that even Liliana has kind of stoked the fire, and then she kind of set the fire poker off to the side within Grunkle's reach, so you can reach over and stoke the fire if need be. And she smiles at you as she goes downstairs and goes to sleep.
Well, being the last one left up and awake doesn't really mean much when you're still bedridden. So Grunkle's going to stare at the ceiling and be like, Grunkle, hope you have good dream tonight. Fire poker and reach. Very dangerous. Very... And then he falls asleep.
All right. The night passes,
Nightmares?
and as you guys sleep, nothing happens. You get a decent night's rest. Back in the warmth of Hobb's Lodge, the familiar sounds and smells of the town, all to all of you except Wilfer, who has no idea what's going on.
I have no idea where I am.
And Alexios. Alexios also has, he's the same boat. He's like, what the fuck? Who are these people? What are we doing? But you guys sleep uninterrupted, undisturbed.
Where am I?
The next morning, Wilfer, you awake to the sound of Liliana kind of cleaning up the area. You can see that Kyler's sat at one of the tables eating. Jonathan is also sat. There's a couple other townspeople kind of sat around. You
Hi.
can see that little girl's drawing. Griff is up. He's kind of getting up from his cot. This big guy.
Hey, you look like you're in pain. You probably shouldn't do that.
He's like, "No, doing all right now. Not so bad. Name's Griff."
What
And he'll
happened
reach out a
to
massive
you?
paw over to your little hand.
Put up my very spindly arm.
He kind of shakes it, but you can see, even though he looks massive, he's gentle with his touch, and he's like, "Yeah, name's Griff. I'm the owner of this establishment, Hobb's Lodge. Did you come in with these fellas?" And I'll point to the asleep ogre.
Yeah, they risked. I met them while they were on their adventure. I helped them out with what they were doing.
Well, that's great to hear. I'm glad you had their back. They're good people.
They seem like it. What exactly happened to you? Where were you?
One of them blights got me. I think it was strange. I headed north to find my boys. He's been missing. I gotta rest up so I can get back out there. Yeah.
I must ask. What did your boy look like?
Uh-oh.
I don't remember. Hang on.
I don't remember.
That's okay.
Give me a moment, I have a picture.
It's been a while.
He's a young boy. He's about this tall. He's got a mop of hair. He's a wily little munchkin. Likes running around, getting dirty, playing with sticks and whatnot. Have you seen him? Have you met him? Name's Mateo. He's real friendly.
Can we walk outside?
Every time we have a problem that we need to discuss, let's walk outside of the bar.
I gotta
There's a
take
lot
you
of people
aside. I
here.
take him
You've not-
aside.
No, but like it ends up where we're like at a town hall or something. We're like, okay, this is some bad news. Let's go to the bar
So
and then
everybody
step outside of the bar. So
Except
So we
the
can
town
just-
hall is the bar.
This reminds me of
every like cut of the show.
reminds me of Harmon Quest. Where like, I want to take him aside. I want to take her aside. I want to take them aside from the aside.
So that's two asides away from the
I don't
original
know
person.
a lot of
Good.
these people here, and I'm not sure whether or not what I'm telling you is correct.
Do you have news of Mateo? Have you seen my boy?
I believe we did see your boy.
Well, where is he?
Well, last I heard, Grunkle was running off into the forests with me on his back, calling out for Mateo as he got dragged away.
What do you mean? What are you telling me?
I believe he
Don't
followed.
speak ill. What do you say of my
was-
boy?
I wish I knew more. This is as much as I know.
Maybe ask the dwarf.
Dragged away. Who was dragging him away? What did you guys take my boy
The same
into?
creatures that we did not take your child into. Well, actually, I'm not even sure if they took them into it.
Actually.
We didn't. He followed us.
You're not here.
I can be.
Grunkle loudly sleep burps if he can.
Yes, absolutely. It's like,
Okay.
are you telling me Mateo was taken by a blight?
I believe if that was the same Mateo that we chased after, yes.
You just hear him call. He's like, no! No! And he sits down on his cot. With that, Grunkle, you awake. As you see Griff just head in hands, kind of leaning over. He's kind of rocking. He's like, no. Can't be. My boy. As Grunkle, you awake. Torvekik, you'll probably wake up around this time as well, but not to any sounds. You're downstairs. It's pretty quiet.
I'm gonna go up the stairs, kind of just sullen, head hanging kind of low, not really noticing that Griff's in a bad way, and just sit down at the bar.
Pardon.
Okay. I'm gonna pat Griff
go
on the shoulder and then walk over to the bar.
Yeah, so Torvekik, you come upstairs, you see Griff's in a state. Wilford just kind of pats him on the shoulder and walks away. Grunkle, you
Torvekik looks at Wilford like, the fuck?
Grunkle, you
tell
wake
him?
up and you feel refreshed. You feel good. The moss patch you can just peel off and There's still like a small scar. It seems to be closing up nicely.
Where would that put my damage tracker?
0. You guys are clean slate.
Oh, okay, unharmed.
Yeah,
I was moderately wounded.
I'm bringing you guys back full clean slate because I'm the one who messed up that.
So that
I
means
was
my
almost
affliction has been cured?
Yep. Affliction's cured.
Alright.
All that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Injury gone. Are you sure you want to delete this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Grunkle, though, as an ogre who has drank quite a few drinks before bed, is very much, he wakes up and all he can say is, thirsty, hungry. And he'll go over to the bar and say that with a big, like, Disney eyes looking around, watery, see if anybody can hear his cries for help. They're not cries, they're just mutterings.
You see Torvek at the
Just
bar.
murmurings.
Wilfer has just walked up to the bar. You see Liliana's behind there, kind of getting things started, getting stuff going. You can see that they've made, basically it's a stew pot that just kind of continues cooking, and they just kind of add stuff to it as
Forever
needed.
stew.
Torvekic's gonna.
That's what people are eating for breakfast, and so you guys come over, and she kind of pulls up a bowl, and she goes, Griff said that you guys eat for free now, so here you go.
Appreciate it.
Wait, does that
Wilfer?
include me?
I'm not sure. Who are you?
He's with us.
Part of their group.
Oh,
This is Wilfer, but just a good suggestion. Bad investment idea. Grunkle eat lot. Grunkle need pay. You go out of business. You may as well actually start prepping for a new pot of that stew, because Grunkle's going to empty it. Thirsty,
Grunkle, I believe
hungry.
you only ate, did you guys eat any of the rations you had bought?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, like I was constantly mentioning that I'm like taking
Okay.
from it, and like as we're walking, he just grabs something and eats it.
Yeah, you probably
the only thing we
you
brought
were
back
being-
was the
As
raw.
you guys were being carried into the tavern last night, Grunkle was taking the last piece of bread in his mouth.
The last bit of like jerky.
The sack now lays empty over your shoulder.
There were like hash browns. I like to think that there was a little bit of hash brown at the bottom of the sack. That's like, we've made it. We've finally made it.
Torvekic's gonna turn to Wilfer. What did you tell him?
You might want to go see if he's okay.
What did you tell him?
Just the stuff I knew.
You know almost nothing.
Yeah, well, I know what was important.
You
apparently.
did not help at all. Fred Torvekic just kind of pokes him in the chest and walks over to the Griff.
As you turn to walk, Griff is standing right behind you.
Oh fuck.
And kind of look at you guys and be like, kind of pat the dwarf on the shoulder, and he's like, "It's all right, bud. These things happen here. You just never think it'll happen to you."
I'm sorry, Griff. We tried, but we were not in good shape to do any following or tracking at all. I was the only one that was not injured, and tiny legs are not good for chasing.
Mateo was a good
I really
boy.
had no choice.
He was. He actually saved us out there.
Did he?
Yes.
Died a hero.
You shut
He
up.
didn't die. He didn't die, guys.
We've got
He's not
surrounded
dead.
by. We
Yeah,
don't know.
Well,
you
here's
two
what
shut
we
up.
saw.
I'm trying to tell
Okay.
story.
Yes, sir. Actually, I need to eat.
We got surrounded by small child wood things, and we thought we were gonna have our escape cut off.
I already told
but
him all of this.
You shut up! I'm telling story.
He's telling a
You
story.
were
We gotta shut up.
unconscious.
Sorry, I'll go and.
I mean, you were conscious, but just agree with him.
Liliana, at this point, while you're telling him, Liliana will lean in. She'll be like, "I'm Liliana, by the way." Talking to Wilfer. She'll kind of reach out her
Jeremy.
hand. Jeremy? It's a delightful name. It's so nice to meet you, Jeremy. Welcome to Hobb's Lodge.
What? Yeah, I've
Name's
not,
fucking
I've not
Jeremy.
been here. Shh.
So,
not been to many
we-
places.
We were surrounded by small child wood things. Our escape was cut off. Matteo jumped out of bushes with stick and stabbed a couple. Then they grabbed him and started running with him, and we used that to chase them and get away at the same time. But we lost his trail because this man had broken leg and could not walk, and the uncle had spear in arm.
Actually, I was told it was dislocated.
Was it dislocated?
Yeah, apparently it was dislocated. Look, it's all fine now.
Okay, well, the
You can
point
see
is
the
he couldn't walk.
bear is sat at the bar. He goes, "It was dislocated. It is good now. Good leg. He can walk."
Good to know, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bjorn.
So he saved us, and we tried to help, but we were in no good condition to help, and I apologize.
Mateo was always too curious for his own good. He,
I am sorry we did not notice him following us.
he did what he pleased. And I guess it pleased him to go help you guys fight. Oh.
But that's not really the full truth, is it? How does one stab a twig tree blight with a stick? That doesn't make sense because he had a mask on. You guys remember he had funny mask made of wood?
This is true.
And his weapon was not stick. It was made of metal, if I think correctly in my mind. He
Was
had
it?
something. Grunkle think in memory it was scythe, but Grunkle was high on pain medication at the time, so...
This is also true.
That is very true. We did kind of.
Okay, but let's not sell Grunkle's story. Grunkle saw Mateo, talented, jump out of bushes, hidden, from twig blights that should know more about things hidden in bushes. It jumped out, killed several of them before they dragged him away. Grunkle think Mateo not silly child. Grunkle think Mateo aspiring hunter.
There also was this weird godlike being that came down and shined light on all of us, and we have no idea what the fuck that was.
Yeah, that too. Just as a side note.
That's a lot to take in, guys.
You're
Oh.
telling us.
Grunkle was the one high on pain medication.
We
Nobody
were
else.
there and we barely believe it.
Sounds like a busy time. Well, until Mateo comes back around, we'll continue on in his honor and do the best we can.
Not
No,
seen out in a search
No,
party.
we are search party. We get better.
Wait,
Grunkle
no, hold
arm
on, I
better.
didn't agree to being a search
Grunkle
party.
massage arm.
I can't
Grunkle
ask that of you.
well.
We
Grunkle
wouldn't
keep
exactly ask.
it first.
When dwarves in deep see that comrade being dragged off, even if we are wounded, we get better and go after them, whether they be dead or alive.
Yeah.
There is no honor in leaving man behind.
Better to
Mateo
bury a
is
body than a
man.
memory, right?
Liliana's gonna pipe in. She's like, "But you guys are gonna be in town for the feast, right?"
I don't
Oh.
think we are.
Oh well.
Jorvik turns to Liliana and kind of just gives her the side eye. Which is more important, small child or feast?
Fuck.
Didn't even know there was a feast happening.
They're celebrating the spring equinox, but they're also throwing a celebration in your guys' honor.
And you say there'll be feasting.
Jorvik just kind of leans on the
Yeah,
bar.
there's gonna be games and food and drinks and...
Oh.
There is not much honor in leaving comrade in woods.
But she said games and food and
Griff once again
games.
is like, pats the dwarf on the
Grunkle.
shoulder and he's like, "There's no way you explore the entire swamp and find my boy. If he is as skilled in the woods as the High Ogre seems to think, who
Actually, I
knows?
think he's just hungry now.
Maybe he has a chance. But I'm not risking anyone else's lives. So he kind of wipes his eyes. We carry on. And still injured, but recovering. He moves behind the bar and moves to Liliana, and they start talking. He's like, what preparations do we need help with for the feast? Like, oh, well, come look at this. And they step into the back.
Dorveka just kind of pushes away from the bar in disgust. Well, not really disgust, but displeasure.
Annoyed at Wilfa.
Annoyed at everybody at the moment.
Well, Kyler will walk up. He kind of sets his bowl down and kind of leans on the table and looks at Torvekik. He goes, so, are you gents ready to tell me what happened out there?
There is a long story, but yes.
Well, I'm going to start working with Jonathan and some of the others on preparing our next steps, but I'm curious if you guys can give me a quick rundown of what you encountered. Now, I know you guys came back with a bunch of food. I do really appreciate that, but on to the other matters. What did you find?
We found
Me.
Alta. Well, we found him, and we found the bard.
And
The bard
him over
was
there.
the bard was stuck in mud pit.
You see he's like halfway, Alexios is like halfway out of his chair, like...
He's usually more talkative.
Wrath.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that Torvekik is going to explain the majority of this.
Yeah.
Can I use my newly acquired folklore skill from the experience from last game
Absolutely.
to kind of aid and assist and be like, these are things that I've heard, and like sprinkle in to boost whatever he says or make it more believable?
What I'm gonna
Telling
allow...
tales of monsters that I may know, like to help like articulate. If he talks about like the swamp dragon, for example, or the twig blights, to like add some little peppered in.
Yeah, I'm just curious. So, the way we could do this is either Torvekik tells the story with folklore and sees how well he does, or Grunko tells the story with folklore and see how well he does. Anyone else can assist, but to assist, they have to have the skill.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's just telling information, so I was hoping to like back it up with evidence. But I guess
So the
I
way
guess
you
maybe
could
I'm
do
just
this
like complicating.
is Torvekik could tell the story and use folklore to tell the story. Grunko could assist because he has folklore. Torvekik doesn't have folklore, so he couldn't assist.
Yeah.
that
Okay.
make
Yeah.
sense?
So this wouldn't be very helpful.
No, that is the only way it would be helpful.
Is if I tell the story
And you assist because you have the skill. He can't assist you if you tell the story.
But if he explains the story, does he need to roll for folklore? So, like, I thought folklore would be like, here's what, like he mentions the twig blights, and I'm like, yeah.
Basically, in this
my
case,
people-
it would be he would roll and you would roll, and you guys would use the better result.
Okay.
Okay.
And you have the skill, so you would be able to assist.
So just a standard
Whereas
roll.
if Grunko tells the story, he would only get to roll. You wouldn't get Torvekik's roll. Yes, standard folklore roll across the board from both of you.
Okay. No GM loves me.
Wow, Torvekik got a great. Whoa, jeez! The
We are a
rolls!
storytelling combo.
Yeah.
Torvi and Grunks.
Let me ask you this: is there anything you want to leave out? Is there anything you don't want to share? To hunt Captain Kyler.
I mean,
Grunkle lacks a good filter.
I don't really think there's a reason to leave anything out.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no reason. We tell in excruciating but intriguing detail.
Yeah, you
it's
guys-
like
you guys
listening
are
through
like-
our actual game session.
you guys are
You
like
get
a
all the
bar.
fun and highs and lows.
You guys finish your story, and you notice Bjorn has stopped and turned and is listening. You can see that some of the townsfolk have stopped, and they're all like listening, as if this is like story time at Sunday school or something. Even Alexios has woken up and come over, kind of stumbled over, and
He's over there writing
Got
it
the
down.
blanket.
he's leaning on
The blanket
Grunko, like
over his
listening
shoulders.
into every detail. He's like,
Wait. No, we have to bring him in though, because at a certain point, Grunkle yelled at somebody narratively, and that was really funny. So, we can bring him in, right, and like have him add to this.
absolutely, if you want to, absolutely.
I figured with like our critical successes, like we've got the rolling charisma of, and then he came in here and he's like, yeah, that's exactly how it went down. We continue the story, that kind of thing.
That's exactly it. I was there the entire time.
Yes, they did do a really weird, convoluted way of getting me out. Yes. Okay, that's scary, but
So with that, Alexios
What's
comes
rimmed in
over
red?
and he starts playing music along with the story.
Ah,
And everyone's captivated. He's playing music along, and as you guys are telling the story, he just adds like hype. He's like a hype man right now. Like you guys are having like a rap battle, and he's like, yeah, or you guys are like, and align with, you know, and then flutter kick, and he's like flutter kick, you know, like, yeah. So you guys captivate the room, and everyone's like listening and paying attention, and at that point. Jonathan just kind of walks over and he's gonna sit down 5 copper pieces on the counter and he'll be like, that was remarkable.
This is what happened. I don't know what to tell you. He's
gonna go back over to Isabella and at the table drawing. You can see Isabella, the little girl, kind of claps along. So you guys tell him the story. He goes, you know, you can see Kyler's kind of like, oh. A lot. All right. I'm gonna get started on this. We're gonna start preparing. See what we can do with this. I'll keep you guys posted. All right.
All right. Do not touch woodland god altar. It is not good.
Don't touch. Don't go into altar.
Yeah.
Yes, the psychedelic mushrooms will screw you up.
I've never personally seen it, but I know Evelyn has, so I'd seek her out, see if she can tell you anything about it.
Are those 5 copper pieces still sitting on the bar?
Yes.
I'm gonna put my hand on top of them, stealthily.
Okay.
Armored fist lands next to it.
Go ahead and roll for me. This is the first time we've had this roll. Go ahead and roll for me a skullduggery.
Skullduggery.
Or, well, actually, I would allow skullduggery if you were pickpocketing. You're not pickpocketing, so let's just get a basic stealth skill. Especially since you don't have skullduggery.
Funny though.
He doesn't have it trained, so it'd be really bad.
Just saw him put money on the thing, and I'm just like,
you just like knock it on the ground.
It's just a standard one, standard roll.
Yeah, standard stealth. Everyone watches him do this. he's like making it very obvious.
Wilfer, within this party we have very specific rules. You see, 1 coin goes to Grunkle.
1 coin.
Thank you. 1 coin goes to Alexius.
1 coin.
1 coin goes to you.
To you, my friend.
And then 1 coin goes to Porvekic, but also he has the dwarf tax, so he gets 2 coin.
Right, the dwarf tax.
So when we have 5 coin,
Classic.
he gets 2 coin. We get 1 coin. Right, that is right, Torvi, right? You explain.
You can see even Alexios is like, hang on.
Because the dwarf tax,
the dwarf tax
because
is to make up for short legs. Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because So here is your coin. I'm assuming Grunkle can put his hand onto.
He puts his hand over my hand.
Absolutely.
And like I'll try and like close your hand around 1 coin and take the rest with my other hand, and like slide the 2 to and 1 to me, and then I'll move the 1 to Alexius.
Magic.
Actually, can I when I close his hand around the copper coin that's going to him, can I kiss his hand? Like bring it up and go.
Of
and
course,
then...
I don't think he can stop you.
Well, that doesn't make me feel better, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yanks me off the ground.
You guys notice that Kyler has left during this. You don't know at what point, but
he's like, I am not dealing with this. I am gone.
You can
he said he's gonna go deal with this, so he left. That makes sense.
You can see that he's gathered up Jonathan and a couple of their townsfolk, and they're heading out the doors. You guys are left in the room. You can see that Liliana and Griff are prepping some stuff, kind of moving tables around, kind of setting stuff up, getting food started. You can see.
Am I full?
No, you're never full. Stupid question.
Silly question.
Can I get like 3 more shots of soup and then try and rally the troops?
Yeah. Liliana will stop what she's doing. She'll come over and. Oh, of course. You know, kind of pull up some more for you.
Yeah, 3 of them though, because I'm gonna go through them like shots. We need to be going out and doing things. You know how it is, Liliana.
She just takes a second pot and like scoops out a bunch of the chowder and kind of sets that one closer to you, and she goes, "That should help for a little bit, I think."
Yes. I'm gonna give her my copper coin, and
Like, oh, are you sure?
I put my hand on top of the copper coin.
no,
It's
no,
like handed from Grunkle's hand to Liliana's hand and then Wilfer's hand.
this isn't a Triforce thing.
If you don't want the coin, I can take it.
No, they need it for their food. If they don't have food, Grunkle not eat. If I don't pay, they don't get food. Grunkle, no economies. Grunkle, we'll find more money for you guys. I'm sorry, I don't.
Liliana's holding the coin. She's like, I mean, that's really sweet, but I don't know you. Looking to Wilfer.
Okay. I want to take my shots of soup, and then we all need to go as a party to a specific location that Grunkle has devised.
At this point, you can see that Bjorn's getting up, and he's kind of like, Gentlemen, I must be on my way. I have depleted my remedies. I need to go gather more.
Okay.
Good
Oh,
luck.
careful, there's crazy tree people out there.
Have you seen
Yes,
any
be
groves
careful.
with flowers and herbs nearby?
Well, we know
You'll have
about
to be a
red cap
little bit more-
mushrooms.
Yeah,
The
there is
only
no-
flowers I've seen nearby are on Grunkle's arms.
No, okay, well, that's sweet of you. We have red cap mushrooms.
the
though.
bear starts contemplating taking them off his arms.
No, the bear's looking at you and goes, ooh. Decorated your body.
Well, it's sort of funny you mentioned that. So when I was in military, with the Rock Car Empire, my chef was good friends with me. You figure out why I would like a chef. He would give me extra food, and
Bjorn's gonna
then
interrupt you and kind of turn
Okay.
to the dwarf, and he's like, I am not familiar with your language. What is rock? What is chef? What? He uses a lot of big words.
Points to where Griff went.
Alexios
Big-
is like,
The big man is chef. He cooks food. Yeah.
cooks food.
A cook.
Yes.
He's a
got
cook.
it.
The
Chef.
the chef. Yeah.
I see.
What was the other thing that you were trying to
I was just
understand?
trying to
I think
understand
he was-
the flowers, and now he's
Right,
telling me
right.
about cooking food.
He's saying the man who cooked his food is the one that decorated him.
yes, that's the end of the story part. Is he the
Sorry
guy who
for
cooked my
Interrupting
food
your
real
story
good?
like that, Grunkle.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Grunkle, not good storyteller all the time.
The cook.
Love to hear it sometime, but
Griff
maybe
is
next
cook.
time make it shorter.
Griff
Yeah,
is
Griff-
cooked. Yes.
I shall
But my
have-
cook.
I shall have Griff decorate my arms, and he
I-
heads
no,
out of the. He heads out
but-
of the.
Good,
The
God. Okay.
but-
I'm not sure if he's okay.
For you guys, my chef was ogre. He cooked good food real good. He wanted to give people tattoos, so he gave me tattoos. We called him Mr. Bear. That's why I made association. He's hairy ogre, not bear.
No, he's a bear.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one
oh,
is
you mean the
bear,
one
but
you were talking about.
my Mr. Bear, who was an ogre, who was chef in military, not bear. Just hairy ogre. Anyways, guys, we should go now that I've taken all my shots of soup. I'm feeling really fancy for the day. Let's go to the priestess of Inebria. She had a name.
Yeah, I did. Addisilon.
Priestess Addisilon of
Yes.
Inebria. Groggle, remember only because you repeated it so many times to him, because you said she was pretty. You have a crush on her.
She is a very nice looking woman.
Admittedly, yes, I was very shy when we first met her. But perhaps we go to
I
her.
wasn't listening.
Don't
You weren't
worry,
even
we're
here.
going to meet my future girlfriend.
Yes, we meet his wife.
right.
That was
Uh,
a joke. Don't worry about it.
She's powerful wizard. Let's go talk to her.
She is priestess at the local temple.
Oh my
So,
gosh, she's in the middle of the field. You guys are just smoking and drinking.
Hey, the last temple we were in was a clearing in the middle of the woods.
Good point. Good point. Gentlemen, let's march to the area where we saw Princess Addisilon. She's not a princess.
But sure, I'll follow you guys.
I was like,
Grunkle's feeling a little
fucking
fucked up
princess.
on soup.
He just soup
Like
A
when he
lot of
gets
seafood.
when he eats too much food, he's just like, oh, Gruggle's ready to drive a car, and everybody's like, no, you're not, dude.
No,
Ready to
don't drive
car.
that car.
So you guys heading out of Hobbs Lodge?
Yes,
Yeah.
to that one clearing where
Yeah,
we
I guess
met
we'll
her
Okay.
across the road from the stinky flower that Grunkle.
Yep.
Let's not talk about that.
Stepping out of Hobbs Lodge, you notice the town is active. You can see out in kind of the town square, this open area, basically pavilions or canopies are being set up. I'm gonna go ahead and change this over to this one. It is still raining. So they're setting up these pavilions, they're setting up this, canopies and stuff to kind of keep the rain out, create some dry shelters. But you can see the Priestess Addisilon is out there. She's kind of orchestrating and organizing the effort, getting townsfolk to kind of pitch these tents and get them set up so that it's kind of creating like some actual life to the town, kind of creating an area for people to hang out, and potentially, what you guys would assume is where they're going to have the events and the feast and the celebration, celebrating the spring equinox and you guys. So you guys see this outside. You see Alexios follows you guys outside and moves to one of the tents and starts kind of... It looks like he's going through his pack, kind of pulling some stuff out.
If you're looking for the knife, I've still got it.
Can I stop him?
Yeah, he goes, just, you guys, she kind of walks out past you guys and kind of looks around and starts heading towards one of the canopies.
Alexios, you are coming with us, yes?
He stops and turns around. He's like, coming with you where, my friend?
Well, you're part of our group.
Yes, I thought after I yelled at you like my superiors have yelled at me, you feel like you are one of us. You are a member of us. Yes?
Thought our agreement was you were bringing me to town. Do you want me to go somewhere not in town? Because I'm going to be honest with you, Grunkle. I'm not sure I'm wanting to brave the unknown swamps again.
Man, this music is really sad for Grunkle right now. Just Grunkle's... Yeah, we were just going about in town, but...
Oh.
I thought you would want to...
Town.
I thought you would want to be with us as a comrade. But it's okay. We saved you from swamp. No,
I think
that sounds...
what Grunkle's trying to say is he thought you wanted to be a part of the party.
That sounds sad now.
Well, of course
that sounds
I do.
incredible.
They're setting up the party here. There's gonna be a whole celebration. I was actually thinking I could perform for it. I was gonna go see if I could perform. And
yeah, you should see about that. You would be amazing.
I pat Grunkle on the back.
I've always appreciated the way you bring in big words when they're never necessary, Alexios.
No, you don't.
Well, I didn't initially, but then I learned to love that like 90% through our last adventure. Guys, yeah, let's not focus on this. Alexios, I will see you on stage.
I hope you will, Grunkle.
That was the most put together sentence I've heard Grunkle say.
I did not understand the word he said.
He gets literate when he's sad.
Yeah, Grunkle's gonna walk away.
He gets
very
drunk when he
sad.
eats seafood. No one understands him. Alexis.
And then you're playing like sad rain music here.
Yeah, Alexis is gonna move over to one of the pavilions and he starts to go through his belongings. Yeah, Addisilon's moving about, organizing. You guys clearly see
like
her.
I'm keeping his
Wilford,
knife.
you have no idea who any of these people are. You guys see an
That's
older
not
lady
true. I know
going
who
around.
Grunkle and
That's
Torvik
true.
are.
Yep. You guys see an elder lady, outside of the pavilion that, when I say pavilions and stuff, it's basically like, at those barbecues where they set up the little canopy things. So there's no walls or anything. It's just kind of the overhead to keep rain off of them. So outside of one of those, where Alexios is now sat next, there's a chair and a table, and he's setting something up. You can see an elder lady setting up what looks to be homemade like flower decor, kind of hanging up flower decorations and stuff around. An elder lady, but she's still getting around. What do you guys want to do?
I want to buy a flower.
Okay. You approach the lady.
I'm gonna go sit beside the only other person I know. Well, he sits up his shit.
Torvekic's not sitting, he's just short.
No, I mean Alexios.
Oh. Okay, well, you're
Torvekik.
gonna go join Alexios. What are you doing, Torvekik?
Going up to Addisilon.
Okay.
Addisilon.
Let's go with Grunkle first. The party splits.
Yeah. So Grunkle,
Not far.
No, you
Grunkle's
guys are
not-
like 20 feet from each other.
the music is very passionate. I do like the music
Uh-huh.
edition, but
Thanks.
Grunkle feels sad that the things that bind us, our military group that goes into the woods and solves problems, it has dissolved in a sense. So he wants to buy some flowers, something he finds beautiful from the lady making flower arrangements,
Mhm.
and he wants to. I don't know if this is a musical, he'd have a musical number, but he's just gonna walk around and see what happens.
flowers.
He's gonna wander sadly with his beautiful flowers, and he'll smell them and eat one of them.
Only-
Two of them.
Okay.
Two of them.
So you approach the elder lady.
Yeah. Grunkle want the flowers that you find most ugly.
All right. The lady turns to you.
Hi, my name's Grunkle.
The lady turns to you, and you should be able to see that.
Yes.
So the lady turns to you, and she's like,
Oh, hello there. Wow, you are large. What do they call you?
Well, they call me Grunkle.
Grunkle. My name is Granny Evelyn. You can call me any combination of that.
Okay, Granny. I see you have beautiful flowers, and I'm looking for something beautiful to fill my
I
heart.
do. I made them myself. I grow them. You want one?
she'll look through, and she takes a second, kind of looking through her bouquet of different flower arrangements, and she pulls one out, looks at you, and goes,
No.
no. Pulls one out, looks at you, no. And then you can see she kind of squats down in the mud and kind of lays some out around her, and she goes to start working on something. Wilfer, you're sat 10 feet away from Grunkle. You come over, and Alexios kind of kicks out the chair on the other side of the table, kind of pushing it out for you. Oops. I pushed and I hit my HDMI cable and my monitor went off, and I was like, oh no. It's back, we're good.
I've killed it.
Pushes out the other chair, kind of allowing you to take a seat, and you can see that he pulls out a little from his pack, a little tray, and some cheese and some like grapes and fruits and stuff, and sets it out. And
You just had grapes, cheese, and fruit just in your pack this entire time.
actually gathered them on our way back.
Oh, of course. Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even noticed.
Well, you were asleep.
What?
Well, you're
I
welcome
think
to him.
passed out is different
He
from
kind
being
of
asleep.
he goes to reach for one of his daggers, and he's like,
Ah, right. And I put it on the bench in front of us.
ah, there it is. Didn't even see you place it there. He thinks he placed it there. He's like, ah, found it. He cuts some of the cheese and moves some of the grapes off and hands them over to you.
I'm good.
Ah,
I
enough.
appreciate the offer, but I know where that knife's been.
And at that you hear,
Well, I'll take some if you don't mind.
Jesus.
you and Alexios both are like, what?
Where'd that come from?
Down here.
And you look on the table.
And look over the table.
Yeah. No, on the table near the platter, there's a mouse. I'm going to.
Hello, and your name is? And I hold out a finger as a handshake.
Let me. add this in. Pardon me. Usually I try and be better about this. Where are you? It's part of a combined thing. Okay. I'll add that later. Okay. You see a mouse, a smaller white mouse, but has clothes on. And, I forgot their names. I'm so sorry.
I'm
the
holding
mouse,
my finger out to him.
the mouse
with the
turns and
handshake.
kind of both hands kind of shakes your finger.
It's like, the name is Fanaris. It is a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet some sort of civilized rodent.
Mouse. I am a mouse.
Mouse. All right.
Yes, my master gave me the ability to speak.
Your master gave you.
Lexios is looking at you, looking at it like, what?
Do you mind if I take some of that cheese and the fruits back? My master would need a snack.
Where's your master? And also, I don't think you can carry enough for like a fully grown.
And points down, and you see a turtle on the ground pulling a sled.
Right. Does that also talk, or is it just you?
No, silly. The turtle doesn't talk. I am gifted.
What do you
with
say,
speech.
Alexios? We can give him some.
Still
not
holding
really,
the offering to you, and he turns and like sets it down on the sled.
Thank you very
I had
much.
a bit of, I had the food that was in the cart over there. Wait, what?
What cart? What are you talking about?
The place we just walked out of. I thought that was an inn.
Yeah, Hobbs Lodge.
Hobbs Lodge.
There's a cart.
Oh, okay. You're role playing.
Well, it's like a caravan that's been made into a building.
He's role playing.
Caravan?
He's like, what is happening? I was in a tavern, and now I'm looking over, and it's a wagon. I get it. Alexios is like, yeah, I'm not fully sure either. I'm pretty sure there's a whole building inside that wagon.
All right. I spilled my drink. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. And he reaches
That's
over
strange.
and he
Alright,
helps pat your tunic.
As he hands over all right. Do we get to know who your master is then?
The mouse is climbing down the table leg, climbs up onto the turtle,
And it's like, my master's name is S1.E13. He runs the antiquarian. You should come see us sometime. He'll be sleeping now, but maybe later it would be a pleasure.
All right, and I grab the throwing knife back off the table and pocket it.
Alexios was looking at the turtle. The turtle walks away very slowly.
I feel like
Poor
they could have gotten that faster.
Korvekik, you approach Addisilon. She's currently telling someone to set up she's like, this is fine. Just, if you could, just finish setting up that tent over there, if you wouldn't mind. She turns around. Oh, hello there. Korvekik, right?
Yes.
It's good to see you again. How did you sleep?
He pulls his pipe out and starts lighting up. It was not best sleep I've had.
Oh, that is most unfortunate. You probably weren't drunk enough.
Well, yes, that was also part of the problem, but,
We'll
it
definitely
is
fix
not
that today, huh?
maybe it is not a good time to drink for me.
It is the best of times. The spring equinox and the return of our valiant heroes.
I do not feel much like hero. Oh.
Well, sometimes even in the midst of the storm, you can still come out victorious. Not even know it until you get to the other side. I don't really know what any of that means. I'm drunk, but
You were always
I
drunk.
read it in a book once.
Still a great reason to drink.
Fair enough. You got any of that ale?
But of course. And you see that she has an ashen mug. And she'll grab one of the mugs off the table and pour some of her mug into that one and hand it to you happily. Drink,
Thank
my
you.
friend. Enjoy. Cheers.
I have a question for you.
I might have an answer. I hope it's still the right question. The answer
Do
is Tower Stay. What is the question?
you know anything about a altar made out of a stump in the woods to the east?
No, I'm not from these lands. I really try not to travel the swamp any more than I had to. It's not very safe out there. I thought your question was going to be, what day is it not?
It was third question.
Ah, Towers.
Second question. Yeah, yes. So second question is, how much trouble would I be in if I put axe through somebody's altar?
Ooh. And also to the gods.
Perhaps, but there was mushrooms involved. Takes another drink.
Mushrooms.
I elbow Alexios. Looks like Dorvigek's getting the party started early.
Alexios looks over and he goes, we're missing out.
There was nightcap mushrooms, I think Grunkle called them.
Oh, he gathered up the mushrooms for me. I was wondering if I would get my ingredients. That is great
Right.
news. We'll be able to make
Did-
the abyss. The Numb
Did we grab mushrooms? I
I
can't remember if we.
wasn't there. I was hoping you would.
No, I'm sorry. I was still stuck in the accent. I was asking you.
We gathered up red cap mushrooms, but we failed to gather up 2 other items. I can look it up.
Flux
if you
bearberries
want me to,
and
but
the silent blood rose.
yeah, that's exactly it.
got
We got the red cap mushrooms that fucked us up emotionally.
We got the mushrooms.
Hey Pickles,
but
where do you
we couldn't
get
find
flux?
the-
Where do you get flux bearberries from?
Can you pull up my notes because I don't remember anything.
Okay.
I'm
You
not
look
sure
that
I
up.
remember
Pull 'em
anything.
Look all that up. Anyways,
I'm already there.
Oh.
They grow out of bear droppings. It's a type of weed and appears as a sour green color, I'm assuming.
We
I
have a
meant by
bear.
Addisilon turns to Torveka and she's like, well, it's good to know that you found the ingredients. We'll be able to make that
Yes,
Numb
they
abyss.
really,
Oh,
they
that's
really
gonna be
fucked
so
with our
good.
heads.
We can.
Yes,
Oh,
I
we can.
can only.
We can share it today at the festival.
It can be made quickly.
Well, it won't be good yet, but it will work.
All right then, I suppose. There are worse ways to go out.
Well, it shouldn't
Ah.
kill you.
Flashbacks to the previous game.
It almost made me angry. It got so bad they dropped a lightning bolt on me.
At this
least the
point,
mushrooms did.
Wilfer and Alexios, you guys are just kind of people watching. You see Alexios has pulled out his violin and begin, practicing playing some music. As the old lady stands and turns to Grunkle and she goes, "Here, sweetie, this should do the trick." And you see that she has made a crown of flowers. It's a ringlet of flowers, kind of daisy chained together, and it's an assortment of different colors, some red, some blue, some yellow, and she's like,
That's really gonna make him look more threatening, isn't it?
she goes,
This is some
this is some of my favorites that I hadn't already put together into an arrangement. Do you like it?
Grunkle loves it. He's got big tears falling from his eyes.
She's
the most
a very
beautiful thing he's
short
ever
woman,
seen.
and she holds it up, and it goes to
Okay,
about
God,
your
he's gonna drown her.
your chest as she's trying to put it on your head. No, bend down,
Yeah,
sweetie.
Grunkle will kneel for her as if she's a queen.
And she'll kind of set it on your head and turn it, and then she's like, "What's your favorite color?"
Grunkle like all color, but green feels best. The color of life.
Green. And she'll kind of adjust it and then turn back and tie something up. and you see that she weaves in a green ribbon bow into the front. So now, like, right on the side of your ringlet crown, it's got like a green ribbon bow. And she ties it in. She goes,
There. Perfect for the celebration.
It is perfect. Grunkle will like get up and flex and be like, perfect.
Alexios.
It's very
and,
loud,
Wilford,
intentionally.
you very clearly see. Perfect! Torvekik, you and Addisilon turn.
Trevekic's too busy drinking right now.
Addisilon turns. She's like, what?
Perfect.
Yeah, Alexios is like, yeah, looks great, Grunkle. Looking fantastic.
Thanks,
It's
Alex.
gonna do a lot for his image.
Trevekic's over here drinking and smoking from his pipe at the same time.
Every now and then water pops. Liquid
Oh,
pops out of his
no.
pipe.
Grunkle getting bad feeling.
You just gotta give.
Trevecic or
No, Grunkle. Grunkle needs to go to Torvekik.
Okay. The lady continues hanging up decorations and arrangements. Grunkle, you.
No,
move over to
Grunkle
Torvekik.
goes back and gives a coin, like a silver coin or something, to Flower Lady.
Which, a silver coin? A silver shilling?
Yes, so a silver coin,
Okay.
a silver shilling. Yes.
She takes it and she goes, and she'll kind of give you a big old granny hug, just basically around your like waist because she can't reach any higher. She goes,
Thank you, dearie.
Granny, you have made art for me, but I need to talk to my friend. I will be back.
she
All
just
the
looks-
time for your beautiful.
She'll
Alexios
release you
on the
and she'll be
shoulder
like,
Yes, of course.
What? Wilford, sorry.
This looks urgent. I tap Alexios on the shoulder and catch up with Grunkle.
Alexis is like,
Yeah, Grunkle is very
Alright.
loud.
All you hear is
yeah, just right. What? Okay. Continues playing. Grunkle and Alexius, or Grunkle and Wolfer, actually. You guys move over to Torvekik. Torvekik, you're stood there with Addisilon. Addisilon kind of nods, like, past you, showing that your friends are approaching. As you guys approach, he goes,
Greetings, gentlemen. Grunkle, it's good to see you again.
Yes,
How
Grunkle
did the
will bow
blessing work?
fully. He'll bow fully and say, Princess Addisilon. Yes, the blessing worked great wonders and made it so Torvekik did not drown in Mud Swamp.
Wow, that's great to hear. Praise Inebria.
Praise Inebria, yes. But I feel terrible feeling. Are you all having good time? You're all having good time, yes?
I'm
Torvi?
doing the best a dwarf can do to get drunk off his ass.
Yes.
Not
And
dead.
Wilfer?
at that,
Wilfer.
she'll pour more of her ashen mug into yours. She's like, let me help with that.
Cheers. Appreciate it.
Of course.
But Wilfer, you're feeling good as well, yes.
I'm feeling okay. I'm not dead. I'm not broken. And I'm
You're
able to
feeling
walk.
safe.
Just wait until you have party
I'm-
with dwarf. You'll feel extra broken. Yeah.
Yes,
I
yes,
will
yes, I
simper
get that,
around
yes.
You guys.
Princess, do you feel safe?
My name is Addisilon.
Yes, Princess Addisilon, sorry.
No one's,
Yes.
no one's princess.
Okay.
Do I feel safe?
Yes.
I mean, as safe as you can be in the Freelands. I mean, Alwyn's Rest is
Yeah,
not
well-
a safe town, but our crime rate's low, which is good.
It is
Why?
easy to have a low crime rate when people are scared of walking outside.
We have front
Sure.
gate. We came through front gate. We have walls. Walls are maintained around all of town, yes.
I wouldn't say
Question
that.
mark.
That we have
Hey,
no.
Grunkle.
Uh,
Grunkle, you might want to refill your thing for tonight. You know, it would help me out a lot. Takes another drink.
Grunkle only mentioned danger
Only
because this is exactly when this is when Rockcar Legion would attack. When everybody feels safe, right during festivals. I have bad feeling. because
I
this
mean,
is
we
what
can go-
we
I
would
think-
do.
I don't think anyone's gonna stop us if we go up the wall. Did you want to go up the wall and have a look?
Yes, that would make Grunkle feel a lot better if
All right, Grunkle, let's go.
So feast is good, but Grunkle not want these people to die. We need to patrol, all of us.
Fuck.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
sorry. I'm sorry,
I
Torvek.
really only think there's only 2 of us that are capable currently.
No, Torvek is very
you
strong.
underestimate the capabilities of a dwarf
Yeah.
that is only slightly buzzed.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
push his head.
It just doesn't move.
Addisilon's
Solid
like,
as a
Alright, I
rock.
guess you can
you
come
underestimate the power of good booze.
That too. This
Takes a
is
step.
really good food. I'm going to need a recipe, and I will make in Dwarven stronghold for all dwarves to have, and you should visit. Yes?
For the glory of Enabria, of course I would visit.
Amazing. I'm liking this
Don't you have
goat
to go
a
on a
lot.
first date before you ask her to come to your house?
This is not house, this is brewery and bar. It is a difference, yeah?
As long as
Alright,
there's good booze.
let's get to this wall.
Um,
And I walk off.
Addisilon will turn. She's gonna head off to. She's like, oh no,
Wait,
guys,
wait, Aslan, Princess,
What?
I have
cool.
something for you. Before I go on patrol to make city safe.
Yes,
Uh,
I heard you got my ingredients. We can make the Numb Abyss. Do you want to make it with me?
First question, no. Second question, yes. But Grunkle not allowed to have learned how alcohol make. So Grunkle want to know. But we got red cap mushroom, but we not get fluxberry. We not get blood rose.
Silent Blood Rose.
Blood
and Flux
Rose.
Bearberry.
We did not get either of those, but we got red cap mushrooms, and Grunkle is going to unequip from his inventory, like give her the red cap
Where do you pull them
mushrooms.
from?
Are they not in a satchel, like attached to my barrel?
Okay. As you go to grab them, you're handed your satchel, and
Oh yeah, actually that's a fair thing. I probably have like a number of satchels with different small things because no backpack fits my shoulders.
right. So they're just kind of mounted and equipped to your barrel.
Yeah, so I give her the
pouches.
backpack
Yeah,
of
so as you-
red cap mushrooms.
As you reach back, you're handed the satchel, and you hand the satchel to her.
Wait, who
Um,
hands him that sack?
And so you give her the satchel, and she's like, "Oh, well, thank you, Grunkle. I can't make it without the others, so maybe I'll go look for him, see if I can find it."
That may not be a great idea.
She'll turn and go to head off to assist with setting up another tent.
Grunkle just drive.
You
people
trying
away.
to get my new friend yet? Is that what
I
is
will.
going on?
I walk back to the group. I don't know where the stairs to the top of the wall are. I
Neither
assumed
do
as soon
we,
as I
so you're
walked
in
away,
good
everyone else was
company.
gonna-
You're neither do we, so you're in good company, huh?
I'm
Right
sorry.
there.
I'm sorry, Torvi. You are the only friend I have, besides Wilfer and Alexius, who always melt into the background when I'm not looking.
Are we friends
Yes,
with
he's
this
playing
guy?
violin.
As far as- Are you friend?
I
Alexius
I
nods.
think I'm friend to you.
Well, I know you're a friend. Are you a friend?
You pointing at me?
Yes.
Move his finger pointing directly at me.
I am not that drunk.
I would like to be a friend. I don't see why not.
All right, cool.
So real quick, Wilfer wouldn't know this. You two know this. To the south, the way Torveka came from, and the way you guys cleared a path and kind of helped clear some of the roads. Two, the wall is basically like a palisade makeshift wall of like trees kind of tied together. It's not
Gotcha.
wall walk up.
There's no
It's-
walkway.
No, it's very much a shabby wall, and it runs basically just protecting that southern front where the main road is, and that's the wall.
I'm gonna be walking around with my crossbow out.
Okay.
Outside of the wall?
Yeah, outside the wall.
Okay, that's what Grunkle's doing as well.
I'm just gonna be riding in your barrel with the crossbow.
Hell yeah. It's only because of the alcohol that you're willing to do that.
Yes,
And Grump's
that's the
like,
only
Wait, are
reason.
you actually climbing in this
Okay.
barrel?
Yes.
Ow! What the fuck?
You hear
oh
something
my
call
God!
Hold on, is it?
What the
We got the achievement unlocked, guys. It just popped up on my Steam achievements here. Steam achievements
What?
for your game here, King's Crossing.
What achievement?
Dwarf in a barrel.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Hey,
Torvik, can you hear something call out from under you?
Get the fuck
Grunkle.
off, fat ass!
You have unwelcome visitor. Do you want me to take
Grunkle
care of?
Yeah,
Cops crossbow
voices.
with poison
fat
in
ass
it.
unwelcome visitor. This guy's heavy as shit. What the fuck?
Who the hell? Who the hell are you?
Fucking get up, fat ass! I can't breathe.
Reaches down and grabs whoever it is or whatever it is.
Notable people A. Let's add a
barrel.
page. First off, delete that page.
Bury the barrel.
It's the barrel.
Bury the
Yes, the
barrel.
barrel is talking to you.
The barrel is talking to us.
I would also love if I had a little
He's got a barrel monkey.
berry folk in my berry folk.
Show to. There you
I
go.
should probably click on the journs. Oh.
Is
That-
this dude
you pull-
full size?
You pull out. No, he's smaller than you. He
Okay,
looks like a. Give me anyone who wants to see if they know. Give me a folklore check.
Can I throw out something really
He's
quick?
holding him, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you send out this I'm assuming you're like clicking share with players.
Yeah. Is
It
just-
shares with me at least. Laura Notable People A, Addisilon.
Oh, it just puts you.
it
at the
did
top? Okay. So find.
It did that
dibs.
with Granny, and I just figured it out
Yeah.
because that kind
That's
of
good
thing.
to know.
But
Find dibs.
yeah, okay, dibs. And I want to roll for folklore.
Okay. Anyone who wants to
folklore.
know
I
if
also
they know
rolled for
anything about.
folklore.
Okay. Torvekic needed a 41 or less, got a 92. You're not familiar with these people. Unless you guys want to reroll, you have fortune points. Wilford, you've seen these little guys before. Grunkle, you have not, unless anyone's wanting to reroll.
I'm good.
Okay.
Who the
yeah, I'm gonna
fuck are
pass.
you and what are you doing in this barrel?
I thought you had a 59 to folklore, Grunkle. Did you not apply the
Intelligence, folklore.
ears, berserker? Folklore is not checked on your character sheet. You need to check it. So under tiers, under berserker, it's gonna be. It needs to be marked green. You can click folklore.
It is marked green on mine.
Oh really? I don't mind. Okay.
Yeah.
There I marked it. Let me
I mean,
jump
even
back
with a
in.
59, I still
Right,
would
yeah,
fail.
Yeah, you would still fail. Okay. Well, I see it.
But
now
my
on mine,
intelligence
so
is a 39, and it's based off. Where'd we get 59? Did you give me like a plus
no,
10?
I thought you said 59 last time.
Yeah, I
Okay,
thought I did
whatever.
too.
All right, whatever.
I'm gonna
Okay.
scroll up and find out who's a liar.
So,
That's my toughness.
Wilford.
59.
Oh, it was toughness. Okay.
Yes.
Wilford, you've seen these little fuckers before. You know that they are sneaky, conniving little vagabond rogues that sneak in and like they'll puncture hole, they'll cut purses and stuff. They'll slash your sack and steal all your shit and run away and like.
Is there a hole in the bottom of the barrel?
No. There is what looks to be some like leaves and stuff gathered up into a little like bedding. You can see that Grunkle's cape has been cut and it's made into a blanket.
Oh, fuck this guy.
Oh, fuck this guy.
He's currently being held by the scruffies. Ah, what the fuck? Put me down! What are you doing? This is not cool!
Who the fuck are you and what are you doing in this barrel?
My name's Dibs. I woke up in there. I fell, I think. I was in a tree. I was hiding, and I went,
And he holds his breath and like puffs out his cheeks and he puts a finger to his lips.
I was all, and I think I did too long. I fell asleep, and then I woke up in barrel.
You passed out.
Grunkle, do you want me to toss him?
Don't toss me. That would hurt, fucker. This
Okay,
guy not
did
very
you
That is
smart.
part of the. That is part of the point.
Hey, what did I do to you?
New friend. Dibs has
Dibs.
cut up my military cape.
Nope. I
symbol-
found it like that. That's a lie. You can't prove it.
The symbol of
Does he have a knife? on
my.
him?
I don't even have a knife.
Shoves
Curls in his
shoves
claws.
crossbow in. Shoves crossbow into the little guy's gut.
Ow. Hey,
No,
that
no,
hurt.
Just
no, no,
you
no,
start-
no, no, no.
I suggest you start speaking truth. Yes.
I always speak the truth. My name's Dibs. I help people. I just help people recently.
Right.
I risk
He
my
did
life to
just help
people.
me.
Yeah,
You did
help-
just help
How
me,
did he help
Dibs.
you?
Yeah, I did. I gave him stuff that he needed, and now he has it. So you're welcome. Shithead.
Something
Put me
that
down,
has
fat guy.
plagued me.
Shakes him a
Something
little
has
bit.
plagued me. I wanna like, can I grab Dibs and like hold him close as like a
Absolutely.
grunkle hug?
Ow! You're
Even though he's
pulling
small.
me. You're
I'm not trying to
stretching.
hurt him. Not trying to hurt him.
Well, yeah, but Torvik
Like
is
just
also
kind of like
holding
cradle
him.
hug.
Yeah,
You
I'll
guys
let
are-
him go.
like-
Oh, okay.
We'll put him like right
I'm
here.
not gonna
He's
stretch
gotta-
him.
Dibs did me a favor.
Yeah.
Grunkle not feel good about military life. Grunkle have nightmares. And Grunkle not have nightmares about military life last night. So perhaps getting rid of this thing, this cape, this beacon of my oppression.
I'm not
Perhaps
saying,
you
I'm
have
not
saved
saying,
me, little
I'm not
man.
saying I didn't do anything to anyone's case, probably. Unless it was a really good thing.
You
then
are my
maybe.
comrade, Dibs. No,
Yeah.
you do right thing.
Yeah. Dibs comrade. Shithead, fat guy.
You
I will shove this.
Not you,
crossbow
him.
So far up.
Points
okay?
to the
Okay.
dwarf.
Well, he's not fat. I'm the fat.
I will
one, if
shove this
anything.
crossbow so far up your hind end that it will come out the top of your head.
You
That's
see
not very
he
far.
disconnects a hammer from his belt and spins it around, and you see a gem pops out of his tunic and kind of a symbol swings around this nice, looks like I don't want to say masterwork craftsmanship, but it looks like skilled craftsmanship. This emblem. Anyone who wants to can roll folklore if they want to recognize the symbol.
Here we go again.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Girls, what's my weakness?
Torvik
I
with
need to
the
stop
critical
that.
fail. Grunkle with another fail.
Hold on, I'm rolling. I just had to find it.
I would like for Grunkle to be just like he's dazzled by the majesticness of it. He doesn't
Feels
get
all
it,
the way
but he's
around.
like, "Wow, my friend is cool." That kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Torvik doesn't even notice the swinging necklace. He pulls the hammer out and swings it around.
He's like, I'll give you a fucking go, fat ass.
Oh, Dibs, you're such a funny.
Yeah,
I
this
like
is
you,
hilarious,
Dibs.
probably. If that's good. I don't know what that means.
This is hilarious, probably.
Like, yes, it is good. Dibs, hilarious, good.
Yeah!
I will give him like the rest of my cape. Like I intentionally like unbutton it or whatever if it's around me, or I pull it out and
Ah, thanks. I couldn't
make-
get that myself. I never tried. I mean,
make nest. You are welcome in barrel as long as it's not filled with beer. When filled with beer, though, I will build another nest for you. For you are welcome.
well, yeah. You guys got
But you
monsters
also have
here?
beer. What about monsters?
You guys got monsters here?
He kind of starts looking
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
In the town? I don't think there's monsters in the town.
Guilty as charged.
Are you gonna eat me?
He might, actually. I've seen him eat someone before.
What?
No.
He starts
no.
to like try and scramble out.
It's like, help! Help!
First off, no. Nobody's ever seen me eat a person.
Starts
Grunkle.
hitting your hand with his hammer.
You're about child-sized, right? Yeah, he eats children.
Grunkle will let go if he wants to be let go, of course.
Quick, other front guy, help!
He's holding out his hands. Oh, baby.
Pick me up!
Who is he asking for help?
Reach into Wilfer.
Oh,
Pick take me from
Dibs
the
wants to be
monster.
held by you. He doesn't like.
The monster's gonna eat me.
Look, I've never eaten a person before. Grunkle is good, upstanding ogre. Grunkle is good ogre. Grunkle is a good ogre.
He'll turn and look at you. He's like,
Listen, Dibs is a hero. He saved people from monster. Rawr, monster. And so
Dibs.
now, don't eat me, cause probably famous now.
Dibs. You say you fall in barrel?
Yeah, fall barrel probably. I don't know. I fell asleep.
When? Like,
When did I
maybe
fall asleep?
day ago?
When I was in the tree. I climbed a tree hiding from
Wait,
Rawr, monster.
Dibs.
That's my name, Dibs.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dibs.
Uh-huh.
Do you... my name is Grunkle. Dibs. Do
Hi, Grunkle.
you...
I'm joking.
Very good. Do you remember human child, Mateo, getting stolen?
Human child. There were children.
He
I
had
think.
he
There
had
were-
mask. He fought Twig Blight.
Yeah,
Were
they had,
you
like,
around for
they
that?
had masks and like
I don't-
suits, and they look like dirt. Yeah.
I don't think this guy's their most reputable source of information there, Grunkle.
Yeah. No, Dibs knows.
Yeah, we're
Shut
gonna
up,
find some
you
information.
fucker.
That was out of character. That was me being really rude to a good friend.
Yeah, Dibs knows guys. Yeah. They're great,
but
unless you don't
would
like
you
them.
know-
Then they're worst. I hate them.
Grunkle hitting wall. Torvekic.
I don't know what that means.
It's
What
this
did
guy.
he say to me?
No, it's not you. It's
That new curse
Torvekic.
word? New cuss word? Dibs likes cuss words.
I'm on your back.
Torvak.
There's not much I can.
yeah, he's still sat in your...
So you moved him out, and he's in my like I'm cradling a baby kobold
Grunkle's just carrying
in my
the party.
arms while a dwarf is in a barrel backpack, and we have this probably not a half elf like standing around.
Definitely normal human
Still
man.
figure out what's going on.
I'd like to name this episode "Confusion in the Marketplace."
Alexios kind of waves and reaches over and holds up his tray of cheese.
Yes.
You guys want
Also,
any?
Alexius is there with his fucking cheese and grapes.
Torvekic raises his hand from the barrel.
All you see is a hand poking out.
No.
He's hiding
I'm
in the
visible
barrel.
from chest up. I'm visible from chest up. Otherwise, I couldn't shoot the crossbow. It's fine.
Okay,
There's a little step in the barrel just so you can stand on.
It's not a step. It's Dibs' nest.
Okay, so as a party, I'm talking out of character. To sum it up, we have a number of things that we need to do that mostly point towards. I don't know. For me, it feels like we need to go look for Mateo. Right? Like, that's the goal here. Is
We were told, well, I was told by Griff not to waste our lives trying to find him, and he'll come back if he comes back.
Are you guys talking in character or out of character? I need to know if I need to.
I was talking out of character, but
Oh, then how was that
Fred is
He's immersed right now.
yeah, he's
Okay, out of character, so I don't need to bring in Dibs or anything. All right.
Because I don't know. I'm trying to look at our goal here. Obviously, Grunkle is a little paranoid that we might be attacked tonight at our festival, so he's going to want to protect during that. I think Torvekic's with that, but like, also we have something that might be able to lead us towards finding Mateo, which is what I want to align as like our major goal. You haven't got as much word in everybody else, but Shifty.
I don't know. I don't know what our massive magic goal is at the moment. So I don't know Mateo. It doesn't really bother me that he's gone missing.
Torvekic barely knows him too. It just
Yeah, but
Grunkle's interacted with him more than anybody else.
Yeah, and my interactions where he stole something from me, but he helped us. He helped all three of us.
You're also talking to a dwarf that has lived for 100 and something years.
Yeah, well, maybe Grunkle's only 9 years old, but he's 9 years mature.
God, I feel like this music is so fitting.
Yeah,
He's
this music is
9
giving me
years
like
ago.
very sad Grunkle vibes.
The music, it's screwing with his brain.
I feel like we can go back out. Look, the original prompt was that we were to go out and find the problem, and as heroes, we need to go back out and find those who've been lost. If we don't find them and they've been killed, fine. But we need to go back out and we need to destroy these twig blights. That's what Kyler asked us to do. And Grunkle is not good berserker, but he's good hero, and I think we need to go.
Might be the ale talking, but I don't think he said anything about destroying twig blights. He just said find out the problem. Then again, we never did figure out that problem.
Hey, are
We found the problem.
Are we talking a character? Because I'm here too, also.
Yes, thank you, Dibs. And we are.
Okay.
But we found the problem. He told us to find it. So why should we not be the ones to solve it? Grunkle Big.
Can this be sorted after the whole festival thing that they were doing?
No. Well, yes.
Damn it. Yes?
I guess, but Grunkle feel bad about child dying, being lost in the woods. I mean, Grunkle not want to just drink beer about this for once. Grunkle want to save the day with friends because Grunkle is clearly not good enough.
You saved one child. Children are good. Take it. Dib saved one. Dib's a hero.
What?
You saved child. Take it.
What?
You saved him.
Hey, Dibs. That's his name, right?
Dibs.
Yes, we've
Alright.
been over this. His name is Dibs.
Yep.
So,
Dibs.
I need you to say your name like... Yeah, I need you to say your name like 12 more times just so it sets in. And then I want
Rump
you-
said my name like 12 times already.
Okay.
His name is
so you
Dibs.
see those woods out that way. He points east.
Yeah, that way. Yeah. Yeah, swamp.
There is small child in those woods.
Okay.
You said you saved small child before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go into those woods, find small child, and bring him back, yeah?
No.
Why not?
Monster. Right.
But you saved one before.
Well, yeah, when I was out there before. And technically I didn't save him, but I was there for it, so also kind of part hero.
Ah, so the truth comes out, yes.
I mean, I saved him all by myself, but like, Shut up, fatty.
You
I
call me
did not
fat
say
one more
anything.
time, I will squash you under the boot like an annoying insect.
I'll bite
he's
whatever a
up
boot
here,
is. Rawr!
I'm just FYI, Dibs. I'm the fat one of the group.
Oh, to be fair, I'm stuck in your arm. I haven't even been able to get out and look at you. I've been in a barrel.
Okay, well, if you don't want me to cradle you, you don't have to be cradled. I just
Don't let
thought
him
it'd
go,
be
please.
cute. Fine. I'll set him on the ground then. If
Yes!
he doesn't want to be held by me.
He kicks you in the shin and kind of pats it, and he's like,
Sorry.
he'll step back and look at all of you, and he's like,
You're
What?
forgiven.
You're all
Like,
a lot
I
taller
took
than
my
the
whip
people
just
I'm
in
used
case.
to.
and I'll look at the dwarf.
Except you.
Torvek is gonna hop down out of the barrel, like right in front of Dibs.
You're not as tall as... I'm used to people like you. These ones, I don't know. They're big. There's
You live in tunnel.
tunnel. Oh. Why would I live in a tunnel?
That's the
That's
only
stupid.
place. Torvek's eyebrows just start twitching really heavily.
He kind of thinks about it.
He's
like,
not a
"Actually-
goblin, right?
Actually,
No. Well, no, because you would be
Okay.
familiar with goblins.
Because,
Oh,
yeah,
what
because
is he?
we use them as like our pets almost.
No, they are very much very deadly, like assassin sneaks.
Yeah,
Goblins are
but
very
my
dangerous.
family had a couple of goblin
You hate
pets.
goblins.
So.
You've been at war with goblins, and then they became part of the empire, but you still hold some resentment because they probably butchered a lot of your people with traps and snares and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, actually, they're not pets. I fucking hate goblins.
Yeah,
They're-
this guy's,
yeah,
this
you-
guy's
This
not,
is
a
not a
goblin.
goblin.
No.
Freaking goblins.
He's like,
Alright.
actually,
What is it?
living in tunnel might be sneaky. Hi, no monster? No monster in tunnel?
Beers
Only
live
if
in
you go
tunnels.
too deep.
Any monsters?
Everybody talk to once. What?
Only if you go too deep.
So little tunnel. No monster.
Yeah. Tunnel on top of mountain.
Like a
I have to
king.
go on a little tunnel on top of a mountain? That sounds like a lot of work.
That's why you make your own tunnel.
I make my own tunnel just like anywhere?
Yeah,
Genius.
I know.
I'ma do it. Hey, big
Do it.
guy. Rump. You still need my help?
Well, if you don't want to help me anymore, I guess you are free to go.
I hand
will
you shit, but
appreciate-
then that guy stepped on my home.
It is not like we knew you were there.
Yeah, point. A sneaky. Shh. Monster.
You are very sneaky, friend, and I hope our paths cross again if you want to move away from our friendship. But you are welcome to join us on adventures and fun and drinking.
Okay.
And you see he kind of sits down and starts digging.
Not here, Dibs.
Why not here? He said I do it wherever I want.
Decided, yeah, not here.
Goodbye, Dibs. I hope to see you when you
Bye.
dig.
Violent stuff on top of himself.
He is just covering himself with dirt. Bye! And there's just all that's left is this little mound of dirt at your feet.
He was here and then he left.
Do you want him back in your barrel?
I wish, but it's what he wanted. I miss the little guy.
Just I'm gonna crouch down and uncover his face.
Hey! This tunnel's
No,
shit!
that's not how we're
You
doing
found me
this.
immediately!
Yeah,
The
it's
fat
not
one
the best
lied!
tunnel. Look, you were
This
you
is
were
supposed to
well
work!
hidden in the barrel. Did you want to go back? Did you want to go back to hiding in the barrel?
No, I made little tunnels. Supposed to be super sneaky. This is the worst
Well,
idea
okay,
ever.
It's kind
Clearly
of
it didn't
hard to
work.
be super sneaky with the tunnel when we watch you dig the tunnel.
Oh.
Look, we'll take
Hey,
you to somewhere.
everybody close your eyes real quick.
We'll take you to somewhere
quick,
more
no, I won't do
quiet
anything.
Where no one walks through. We can check you in the barrel for now.
You talk a
You
lot.
can continue helping.
You gotta shut that and shut those as well. You little peepers. Everybody close your peepers. Look, Rump did it. He's the peepers are closed.
His peepers are closed as he looks into the sky. His eyes closed, a flower crown on his head.
Absolutely.
Grunkle believes.
Korvekik, do you close your eyes?
I'll just turn around and start walking towards
Alright.
the woods.
You turn around. Wilfer? You close your eyes?
I'm gonna supervise your tunnel building.
No. Shh. Close your eyes.
I close one of my eyes.
Close your
He
eyes.
kind of looks. He thinks it's closed. He's like,
Hey.
and begins digging. And that's what we're going to call this episode. We come to a close on Arwen's rest here for this week. Wrapping it up for yet another session. We'll be back next Sunday with another session. Where we'll get to see where our players go from here. For those watching on YouTube, for those watching the series, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. We're gonna do a quick round of shoutouts for who we are and what we do, where you can find us elsewhere, and then we're gonna be disappearing from this one. If you guys are watching the live stream, stick around. We're gonna be coming back with a series called Under the Table, where we talk about the session, talk about the campaign as a whole, anything goes, Q&As, whatever you guys want to talk about. If you're watching on this on YouTube, that's going to be in another video for you, but feel free to comment on that one and let us know things you want to know, things you want to ask, and we'll get to it. It could be for me, it could be for the players and their characters, or like anything. So, once again, from myself, my name's Wrath. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. You guys have been blowing up the YouTube. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. It's nice. Basically, every day I wake up and there's like new comments, and people are like, "Oh, you're the best thing ever." Not really, but they're like, "That's a cool thing. Good job." Thanks. So that's it for me. Really, I want to give a shout out to my players here. I don't want the focus to be on me today. They did great. You guys did absolutely remarkable coming back into King's Crossing, so thank you for making this game a lot of fun for me. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it just as much. We'll send it off to Shifty first. Shifty is a good friend of mine and another streamer, so check him out. Go ahead, shout yourself out. What you got going on?
I stream on Twitch. I have a Twitch channel called Shifty Games. Shifty_Games.
You should do.
I don't know why you're
I
asking.
think I
us.
remember this, right?
Yes.
I will be streaming later tonight. Me and my partner will be playing Bread and Fred, and I should be starting my YouTube channel stuff up again this week coming because I'm planning on getting Darkest Dungeon 2 tomorrow.
I've heard great things about
Oh.
that.
So my YouTube channel will be coming back up. That's just under under Shifty Games. And I think I'm just around on the Discord and on Twitch.
There you go. Check him out. Let's go over to Fred. Fred's got stuff to share.
I am Fred, and I do some Arma stuff. Recently, we've opened up recruiting, 18 plus only, that sort of stuff. So if you are interested, hit me up in Wrath's Discord. Yeah, just let me know.
Absolutely. There you go. Fred is Torveka, that's Shifty as Wilfer. Let's hear from our last one, Mr. Pickles.
Oh yeah, Mr. Pickles, the highlighted one from the beginning. So you've already heard a little bit about this. This is just my second attempt.
Our sponsor.
And I took that personally. Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, that's where you'll find it. And I took that personally. It's a show where we talk about movies and we dissect them and we complain about them and we have a good old time because I love my comrade Brad. He and I feel a lot of the same things about movies. Weirdly, we rate the movies the same way. But the next movie, because I already told you about Wizards, if you've watched this all the way through, the next movie we're going to do, I believe, will be Dave Made a Maze. An extremely weird movie that has a lot of heart, a lot of creativity. We're going to talk about it because we don't do a lot of movies that are good, but this might be one that we disagree on. So that's the next episode.
Interesting.
He hasn't seen it yet, so I don't know if we disagree yet, but you never know.
I bet you.
And I
still
took that
take
personally. Yeah.
That's it from us, guys. Thank you. Again, if you're on the stream, stick around. We'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.